What's up, people? Welcome back to Hit the Bid. Huh? Why do you keep saying that? Oh, you don't know? The name of the show is called Hit the Bid, and the website is hitthebid.net now. And you probably noticed that I haven't been in the most pleasant mood over the last week or so, because all the forces out there, little old me, as you know, the NASDAQ wanted me to stop using their name. So I complied with that, but there is still lots of loose ends we got to finish up with the Nasdaq. And what that's done to me is basically it's kind of upset me to the point where it's taken the joy out of this. It's bad enough that I have to get frustrated every single day, and not make money and just churn my account, all the unpleasantries that go along with trading. But now I got people who they're taking me a little bit too serious once again. How could you take this face serious? Come on. But what this has done now, it's dredged up emotions in me that I thought had gone away, like the emotion of revenge. And my wife's kind of getting sick of it too. But the revenge that I want to take out on the Newark guys. Because again, I got caught in the middle there. I was trying to help these guys out. I was going to be filming in their office. It was going to be a lot of fun. I was going to be the options guy. I was going to start a little hedge fund. None of that worked out. And now I'm just sitting here waiting. I thought as gentlemen, these guys were going to come to me and say, listen, we know you got caught in the middle and it wasn't your fault. Here's your money back. And we're not talking about a lot of money. That's the point. Just give me the money and everything would have been all right. But now I got that emotion to deal with. The emotion of, and I have a problem. I'm an obsessive compulsive. So once I get on something, I can't get off it. And like I said, I'm still holding on to the hope that the human inside them will come out and they'll realize their folly and just pay me and I could go on. But there's a lot of loose ends and a lot of things I can't even talk about yet. But once everything is squashed and everything we're going to move on, I'll tell you the whole entire story of what's been going on behind the scenes. And also what's been going on behind the scenes is I'm talking to some guys who were trying to develop this into a real program where we're going to have like a news girl and different kind of written skits, interviews, that kind of thing. Maybe have some graphics, just not my face all the time. Even though the bottom line is since we've met and we're going to be closing in on the anniversary of it all when we first met. If you go back and watch all my shows and how wrong I've been on positions I was in, and of course when I talk to you in the chat room and when I talk to you and tell you how I feel about what's going to happen, that I did predict that this market would end badly, that the Santa Claus rally wouldn't materialize, and once it didn't, we had the little fart in the wind rally, and we are where we are now, and it's not getting any better. So right now, again, if you were in that limelight, oh boy, I want to apologize there because I was selling out of that, but I think a lot of people got in after I got out and did make some money on it. And you know who you are, so congratulations. I'm pretty sure you guys sold out of that one. But again, here's another thing that with analysts, all those months that I was long Akamai a couple of years back, all I heard was Limelight was coming. Limelight's gonna come, take over. They're gonna destroy Akamai. I gotta get out of the stock. So I was in the thing at $17. So selling at 30 wasn't such a bad idea. All these analysts were coming out saying how Limelight's gonna do this and Limelight's gonna do that. Once again, those people probably still have jobs, right? Could you have been more wrong about a company? That company had its head above water maybe for 3 days since their IPO. That's got to be going down right now as one of the worst IPOs, especially in a market that went up, straight up, for a year. You couldn't do one thing right. So Limelight, my God. Just go out of business, let Akamai just pick up your scraps and move on. And if anybody's out there thinking you're going to compete with Akamai, think again. So what am I saying? Am I giving you the okay to buy Akamai? I wouldn't buy stocks right now at all. It's all about trading right now. Take a little bit amount of money that you can make and call it a day. But we are closing in on March 10th, the CMGI numbers. And if I'm going to have faith in anything, it's going to be CMGI. Am I to believe that I'm going to own a stock that's going to be the shining beacon of hope in an otherwise awful, terrible environment? Is that what I'm saying? Am I going to go into that? Earnings report picking a side? Right now, I think I am. But of course, I'm going to be hedged. What I'm doing with the CMGI, because at the point on March 10th, collectively, I might be going into this thing with close to 100,000 shares collectively amongst the people that I trade with. And we're all going in, and we're buying $12.50 puts. So basically, you're going to be locked into a 50-cent profit, a 50-cent loss at worst. Even if the stock goes to zero, you're buying the stock and you're buying the $12.50 puts. Hopefully at $1.50, and you get the stock at about $11.50. So you're locked in right there. So you're hoping that the stock gets obviously to 13 or higher to start making some decent money. And I think that's going to happen. But as you know, when I have faith and I have hope in a position, what happens? Nothing. So this could be one of those monumental mistakes that I'm going to make. And I've escaped this market unscathed so far, except for a little bit of that Zolt, which I don't know about that company, but I always question the management, and it's a speculative issue. So now the market doesn't like speculation. The market pretty much doesn't like anything. It's not the greatest stock you want to be in right now. But the CMGI, oh yeah. I'm going to have common, I'm going to have, mostly options, slowly buying them. So if you have some CMGI and you want to get rid of, I'll be buying today. And that's that. So once I have some more information on what's going on, I'll let you know. I'm still in that Doral. So those are basically the two stocks that I own. Everything else is gone. I don't own the Garmin, the IGT, even the ITT. Everything is gone. I still have Penson, of course, because what the hell's the point of selling that thing right now? What a great company that turned out to be. Wow. Penson. Wow. And SPRD, because I bought that as a bet. Somebody said it was going to go to $30, so I bet them. So I thought you were going to buy shirts for everybody if SPRD wasn't 30 by May. Doesn't look like it's happening for you there on the SPRD. Bought it at 13. What's it at? 7? Wow. Wow. Good move there you got. But let me go. Just remember, it's hitthebid.net. Everybody out there, iBankCoin, The Fly, Trading Goddess, Mad Money, Market Matador, everybody that spreads my link, and I appreciate that. Please change the URLs on your websites and the title. It is called hitthebid.net now. And who knows? We might come up with something even more catchy one day, but I like Hit the Bid because it kind of exemplifies my trading style. I'm usually panicking out like a fucking idiot, hitting the bid, and then watching the stock go up. And it makes a lot of sense to choose that name. But yeah, this is the darkest days, my friend. The darkest days. If you think it's just going to get right, we're just going to snap out of it and just start rallying, it's not going to happen. But those days when we are rallying, just sit back, buy something, and watch. Okay? Because those up days, if you notice, those are the choppiest, most annoying days. Because it's just we're fighting. So who knows what's going to happen today? I figured the futures were going to be gapped down a lot more. So that might mean that we're just going to just plummet at the open. Or maybe we're just going to just have one of those screw reality days and we'll rally only just to, get hammered for the rest of the week. Bottom line, CMGI, March 10th. It's really all I care about right now. And start looking around for some more bottom fishes. Fishies. All right, I've already said goodbye. I'll say goodbye again.